In today's video, we are going to see about the Airavateshwara temple. The Airavateshwara temple is located in the town of Dharasuram near to Kumbakonam in Tanjavur district of South India, Tamil Nadu. The temple is about 4 km southwest of Kumbakonam, 310 km southwest of Chennai, 40 km northeast to Brihadishwara temple, 90 km from Chidambaram, 30 km from southeast of Gangaikonda Cholapuram. Being built by the Rajaraja Chola II, the Airavateshwara temple is a Dravidian architecture of 12th century. The Airavateshwara temple dedicated to Lord Shiva is one among the 18 medieval era's large Hindu temple in Kumbakonam area of Tanjavur district. Lord Indra's white elephant, Airavat, was cursed by sage Durvasa for being disrespecting him. Due to this, Airavat lost his color. Being regret, he prayed to Lord Shiva from the location of present Airavateshwara temple. Lord Shiva asked Airavata to take dip in temple's water bath and it magically gave back his white color. Since then, the Lord Shiva in Dharasuram got the name Airavateshwara. The temple displays Vaishnavism and Shaktism traditions of Hinduism, along with legends associated with Nayanmars, the Bhakti movement saints of Shaivism. This stone temple comprises chariot structure and major Vedic and Puranic deities which includes Indra, Agni, Durga, Yamuna, Ganga, Saraswati, Sri Devi, Saptamtrikas, Brahma, Vayu, Subramanya, Kama and Rati. Lord Shiva's consort Periyanayaki Amman's temple is placed as a separate shrine situated to the north of Airavateshwara temple. The wheels of chariot acts as two sundials, namely morning and evening sundials. Kulothunga Chola's renovation of the shrines are seen in various inscriptions in the temple. Vedarnath North wall consists of 108 inscription section revealing name and description with image of 63 Saivacharya reflecting deep and mysterious way of Saivism in this region. Imposition of Kaveri, Ganges, Yamuna, Godavari and Narmada structures are also found. An inscription near Gopuram says an image was brought from Kalyani, then known as Kalyanapuram, by the Emperor Rajadiraja Chola I. After his defeat of the Western Chalukya king Someshwara I. These inscriptions help in the identification of sculptures that were once a part of various ruined monuments. An image of Ganesha, a small shrine, borders the pedestal of the Balipita along the base of main temple, narrates the story of the 63 Saiva Bhakti saints called Nayanmars. These stories are found in Periya Purana by Sekilar. Sculpture niches, 5 on each side with the middle one larger than others on the outer walls of the main sanctum. They show various Hindu deities with the middle one of each showing Shiva in different aspects. The entire Lord Shiva family, including Lord Ganesha, Lord Muruga and Lord Shiva's consort along with Nandi are featured prominently on the wall. The eastern Gopuram has niches with inscriptions that label the sculpture of which some are broken or missing. The northern face inscription shows sculptures of Adi Chandeshwara, Ganga Devi, Tumburu Nadar, Vaisravana, Chandra, Mahasata, Nadracha, Vayu. The west face inscription shows sculptures of Devi, Rudrani, Vaishnavi, Brahmi, Varunani, Nandi Devar, Periya Devar, Santaditta Shakti, Shanta Devi, Vidya Shakti, Pradesha Shakti, Nivarti Shakti. The southern face inscription shows sculptures of Daksha Prajapat, Yamuna Devi, Rati, Kamadeva. The east face inscription shows sculptures of Sestrapala, Agni Deva, Agastya, Sri Devi, Isana, Devendran, Batmanidhi, Surya, Subramanya, Saraswati and Vishwakarma. In the southwest direction of the court is a mandapam having 4 shrines. One of these will have an image of Yama. Large stone slab structured with images of Saptamatas, 7 celestial nymphs are also found. Slightly away from the main temple, there is a separate construction for Devi, which indicates the emergence of the Amman shrine as an essential component of South Indian temple complex. The Cholas built hundreds of Hindu temples across their empire. There were vast multifold with all stone vimanas. The Airavateshwara temple is one among those while most are located in Tanjavur by Rajaraja I, in Gangaikonda Cholapuram by Rajendra I, in Tirubhuvanam by Kulothunga II. The square planar structure of Airavateshwara temple was completed in 1166. The inner surface of temple is six-pack plane of 115 feet and side measuring about 351 feet by 230 feet. The courtyard outside the temple has Nandi Mandapa and Stamba in alignment of east-west direction. The sanctum of the temple is a 39 feet side square having thick walls on which the superstructure Vimana rises to a height of 79 feet. The Pradakshina path is not provided immediately along the sanctum, but it's outside the courtyard. The Mugha Mandapam through the Artha Mandapam is connected to the sanctum Garbhagriha by supporting on pillars flanked by two Dwarapalas. The Maha Mandapam is a rectangular about 79 feet by 59 feet with 6 rows of right pillars. These carvings are of intricate reliefs. Towards the east of the Maha Mandapam is the Agra Mandapam, also called Rajagambira Mandapam. This is mounted like chariot provided with stone horses and wheels, where the design is similar to the Tirtha Sabha of the Chidambaram temple and Konark Sun temple. A square porch of 23 feet is attached to the Agra Mandapam. Elaborate carved steps that go from east to west on its outside towards east is the main podium having the Balipidam. The intricately carved steps produce 7-swaram musical note when one walk or step on it, hence it was called singing steps. The temple is a great store-board for exquisite art and architecture with astonishing stone carvings. However, the temple is much smaller than the Brihadishwara temple and Gangaikonda Cholapuram temple. By history, the temple was built by King Rajaraja Chola II, the ruler of Chola Empire between 1146 to 1172. The Airavateshwara temple was much greater than the present complex structure. It had Saptavedis and 7 courts similar to Srirangam temple by inscription records. The ruins of Gopuram and some peculiar structure are witnessed at some distance from the present temple premises, confirming that the site was immensely damaged at some point like other images of major Chola era temples and various Chola cities including the capital Gangaikonda Cholapuram. According to certain studies, the Pandyas who defeated the Cholas during the later part of the century may have razed the city to ground to avenge their precious defeat. So, it is very unclear why other temples were destroyed and this temple was spared, as well as there were around 20 inscriptions from later Cholas, Pandyas and Vijayanagara Empire. The Airavateshwara temple was one among the UNESCO's World Heritage Site for Great Living Solar Temple, which includes the Brihadishwara temple at Tanjavur, the Gangai Cholishwaram temple at Gangaikonda Cholapuram. All of these were built by the Cholas between the 10th and 12th centuries with lots of similarities. The temple continues to attract large gathering with its mesmerizing art and architecture. I hope this video would have been more beneficial to know about the Airavateshwara temple. Thanks people for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe.